How many smart locks promise hands-free unlocking, but still leave you fumbling for your phone or a keypad? This lock actually reads your face along with this keypad and just opens up. No phone, no key, no app. You just walk up and the door unlocks just like you're living in the future. Today I'm testing the SwitchBot Lock Ultra with the Vision Keypad. This might finally be the smartest retrofit lock that you can install. Does it outperform other smart locks on the market? Well, we'll find out today. Hey there neighbors, I'm Ryan the Tech Guy, and welcome back to This Smart House, your destination for the coolest new smart home gear and the best in smart automations. Today we're going to be taking a close look at SwitchBot's brand new retrofit deadbolt lock. Now when I say retrofit, that means you can fit this lock over your existing deadbolt. This is the simplest and most flexible way to add smarts to your existing door. Perfect for people who rent and smart home beginners alike. Now I've tested a lot of smart locks over the years, and let's be honest, a lot of them sound great on paper, but still leave you pulling out your phone or fumbling with a keypad. This one claims to fix that with true facial recognition, strong smart home integrations, and an installation that takes about 10 minutes. But how well does it really work? Well, you'll just have to stay tuned. So let's start off with what makes the SwitchBot Lock Ultra such a compelling smart lock option. I'm going to go through every feature that matters, and trust me, there's quite a few impressive upgrades on this thing. Now the Lock Ultra uses a retrofit design, which means you get to keep your existing external key cylinder. This makes it huge because it maintains the look of your door from the outside. Another cool thing is if you already have your locks keyed, then you don't have to worry about getting another lock rekeyed. And sometimes you can't even get a smart lock rekeyed, so that's another great advantage. Now compatibility-wise, SwitchBot has done a lot of work here. This lock works with most standard US deadbolts, mortise locks, and even jimmy-proof locks. So whether you're in an apartment or a house, you're probably covered. The exterior is made from a magnesium aluminum alloy, which gives it a premium feel without being too heavy. They made the form a little bit skinnier than the Lock Pro, which is nice because this is going to hang off the back of your lock on the inside. Now it only comes in black, but there is a nice touch. It comes with these decorative faceplate stickers to cover up the inside here. So you have some options to make it match your existing style. One really cool thing is the LED ring light on the inside. This isn't just for show, it actually gives you visual feedback on the lock status and doubles as a battery indicator. Little features like that make a big difference in day-to-day use, because you can walk up and see if the light's flashing, you know your batteries are getting low. Now when it comes to just the Lock Ultra, you do have quite a few different ways of unlocking the lock, even if you don't pair it with a keypad. You've got 6 different ways to unlock your door. So let's walk through each one. First, you've got the thumb turn here on the inside. This is a manual control that acts just like any other regular deadbolt. Nothing fancy, but it's great as a backup. Second is the quick key button. This little button gives you single tap access to unlock or double tap to lock. It's great for when your hands are full, and you can go in and disable it if you've got little kids and you don't want them using it to get out of the house. Third, of course, your physical key still works. You can put your physical key in the outside and it works just like it normally would. And again, you can use your existing key, so you don't have to get anything rekeyed. Fourth, of course, is you have full app control through the SwitchBot app. Now this is of course available for iOS and Android, and gives you complete control over the lock and all of its automations. And fifth, if you have a SwitchBot hub, you can use voice assistants. So you can set up voice commands like unlock the front door and you're in. Of course, most voice assistants require a PIN to add a little bit extra layer of security. And of course, like most devices today, this supports Matter. Again, you do require the hub. This opens up compatibility with Apple Home, Google Home, SmartThings, and of course, Home Assistant. And SwitchBot is now a certified Home Assistant device. So they'll be adding in more and more capabilities as it goes along, but it's nice to see they're dedicated to the Home Assistant community. And of course, you'll get a whole host of other unlock methods with keypads, which we're going to cover here in a second. Now, some of the cool smart lock features that are built in, one of them being the auto lock feature. This is nice because it'll automatically detect when the door is shut and go ahead and lock the door after a period of time. And you can even pause that function just by holding down the quick button on the inside, and it temporarily disables the auto lock. This is great if you're moving things in and out of the house or kids are playing outside. Now currently in beta is the auto unlock feature using geofencing. Now this of course revolves around the SwitchBot app. It uses your phone's proximity to automatically unlock as you approach the door. Now I don't personally like these auto lock functions for security reasons, but it's nice to have that option if it fits in your particular world. Now let's talk power, because that's where this lock really shines. It comes equipped with a massive 4200 mAh rechargeable battery. And that battery charges via USB-C, which is very handy. Now SwitchBot claims 9 to 12 months of battery life per charge, which is pretty good for a smart lock. Most of the ones I've seen are about 3 to 6 months. And here's the smartest part. There's also a backup CR123A lithium battery. That'll give you 5 years of standby time and can handle some 500 to 1,000 lock cycles. So even if you forget to charge the main battery, you're covered. This of course reduces the functionality, but it's great in an emergency. And what happens if both batteries die and you're really irresponsible? Well, they've included a microelectrolytic emergency unlock. This allows a few limited unlocks even when both batteries are completely drained. It's like having a triple redundant backup system. Of course, you're going to get tons of notifications about low battery status, plus the inside light's going to flash every time you go by. So really there's no excuse to having to get down to that third level of redundancy. Now when it comes to performance, SwitchBot's made some serious improvements over the previous Lock Pro. The Ultra is 122% faster than the Lock Pro and delivers 10.5% stronger torque. In real-world terms, this means it's quicker and more reliable. Plus it lessens the worry about the door swelling and not being able to unlock your door. Despite that increased power, they've also kept it fairly quiet. The operation is smooth and you can even adjust the rotation speed based on your preferences. It also has a night mode, which I think is very brilliant. During sleeping hours, the lock is going to operate quieter and slower so it won't wake anybody up. You can customize the time window and the behavior. This is a nice touch that I haven't seen on other locks, and it just shows that they actually have tried this in the real world. Now when it comes to connectivity, the lock itself is equipped with Bluetooth 5.0. So Bluetooth 5 is capable of about 400 feet in open air, but in all reality you'll probably get around 40 to 60 feet in practical indoor range. If you want to be able to have control of it remotely, or the advanced features, then you'll need to pair it with a SwitchBot Hub Mini, Hub 2, or the brand new Hub 3. And of course, with that hub, you get the Matter integration, which means compatibility with pretty much any system you want. Now with Home Assistant, you have full Home Assistant integration through the cloud integration, but they're currently working on the local Bluetooth integration. So hopefully that comes along soon for those of you who don't want to rely on the cloud. And of course, this being a smart lock, security is key. There's also tamper detection that will alert you through the app if someone's messing with your lock. Plus there's a door jar detection using the included magnetic sensor, so you'll know if the door isn't properly closed. All right, with the lock out of the way, let's take a look at the other half of this combo, the keypad Vision. And this is where things get really interesting. This isn't just a regular keypad, it's a full-featured access control system that brings some seriously advanced technology to your front door. Now the first thing you're going to notice is its size. The keypad Vision has a much larger faceplate than typical keypads. That's because it's packed with extra technology. The Vision system, multiple sensors, and its own internal battery all need space. And of course, this being a keypad that's going to sit outside, it's IP65 weatherproof, which means it's completely dust tight and can handle water jets from any direction. The operating temperature is -4 degrees Fahrenheit up to 113. So in most environments, this shouldn't have a problem. The reason why there's that -4 limit is probably more to do with the internal battery than anything else. I've typically seen devices being able to go down past that point without having any problems. You just suffer on the battery life a little bit. But because of all that extra technology crammed in, it's going to be a little bit wider and you might have some issues mounting it on an existing location. So keep that in mind. But installation is pretty flexible. You get a couple different mounting options right in the box. There's a flat A mount and then a 15-degree angled wedge, which is great if you need to catch somebody as they come around the corner up to the lock. For mounting, you can use the included 3M adhesive tape for temporary or rental installations, but I would recommend using the screw anchors for permanent install. They have a little template included in and all the anchors and screws you need. And of course, like all SwitchBot devices, the pairing process is pretty straightforward. You use your phone to connect to the keypad and then bind it with the Lock Ultra via Bluetooth. You don't need a hub to use these two together. As I mentioned before, the keypad Vision has its own internal USB-C rechargeable battery. Now SwitchBot claims up to 12 months of battery life per charge, and that's pretty impressive. But if you live in very hot or very cold climates, you might see that reduce. Now to charge it takes about 6 hours, and they do recommend using a full 5-volt 2-amp power supply for optimum charging. And the good news is you can charge it right in place. You don't need to unmount it for maintenance. But it does have a nice quick release system on there, so unmounting is not too difficult. Now here's where it gets really interesting. The keypad Vision has an infrared motion sensor that can detect when you approach it from up to 16 feet away. And this keeps the facial recognition from kicking in until you're within about 3 feet. This smart design conserves a lot of battery and prevents you from just randomly scanning people as they walk by. The facial recognition uses 3D technology, which means it's highly secure and won't be fooled by videos or photos. It's nice during the setup. It actually has you turn your head to different directions so it can get a full picture of your face, and that really increases the effectiveness and security of the product. You can go in and tweak the detection sensitivity from 3 feet up to about 9 feet depending on your setup. And it works pretty well in dusk and low light conditions, even if you're wearing a hat or glasses. Now there's one weak spot of this, and that's direct sunlight can obviously cause detection failures. That's because you're blinding the sensor. So SwitchBot recommends putting this in a shaded installation location. On my deck where I have it set up right now, the only time I really saw problems is when the afternoon sun is hitting the sensor. But that's a very limited time for me, so it's not a big impact. And if I wanted to change that, I can move it over to the inside wall where it would be facing away from the sun. And if you really want to conserve battery, there's a manual trigger mode where you have to actually press a button for it to activate the recognition. This is great if you want to really conserve the battery. Now, of course, if you pair this with a Lock Ultra, you get all the same locking features you had before, but we're adding a few more. First of all, of course, you got the facial recognition, which we've already covered. You can set up permanent user profiles or even temporary ones for guests. Next up, you have a fingerprint scanner. It's quite responsive and accurate, and just like the facial recognition, supports both permanent and temporary users. Of course, you can set up PIN codes for folks to use, and it's a great backup just in case there's problems. You can create permanent pins, temporary pins that have expiration dates, and even one-time pins that delete themselves after the first use. There's also an emergency pin, which is a pretty smart feature for security. If you do enter this code, it'll unlock the door normally, but it'll silently send an alert to a family member via email or an app notification. This is a duress code that could genuinely save somebody's life. And finally, the fifth option is an NFC card. You can just tap one of the SwitchBot cards and you're in. This is perfect for little ones who don't really want to go through the biometric setups. Now, as I mentioned before, the Lock Ultra is a true retrofit design. It installs directly over your existing deadbolt, no drilling, no permanent modifications, and it takes about 10 minutes. There's quite a few different ways that you can adapt your existing lock to the Lock Ultra. There's quite a few in the box, or they also offer a universal kit that you can get separately. So installation was pretty straightforward. Just make sure to test your deadbolt at each step to ensure it turns smoothly. If there's any resistance, adjust before proceeding. Now the lock does use a clever latch system to secure the main unit to the mounting plate. That being said, I ran into a little trouble getting everything to line up and to get the outer cover on. So you might need to make some small adjustments as you go. Now don't forget to install the small rubber locking inserts on the side latches. This keeps the lock from accidentally releasing. If you skip this step, it's going to fall right off. Now setup through the SwitchBot app for the lock is pretty simple. It'll walk you through the pairing, calibration, and setting up the door sensor so the lock knows when your door is open or closed. Now installing the Vision Keypad was easy too. You can use the included double-sided tape, but I would recommend using the screws for a more secure and long-lasting mount, especially outdoors. Now one tip, you're going to want to adjust the height of the keypad to match the faces of who is going to be using it. But this is all part of the app walkthrough, which will take you through the setup, including facial recognition and adding pins or fingerprints. So now that we have it installed, let's get to what really matters. How does all this technology actually work in daily life? Now I've actually had this lock installed for a few weeks, so let's go over some of the things that I've seen. Now starting with the facial recognition, I'm pretty impressed. In my testing, it works nearly 100% of the time, even in challenging conditions. Nighttime, no problem. Wearing a hat works pretty well. Glasses, sunglasses, or even if I'm carrying something, it still seems to be able to recognize me. Now, is this going to be faster than using your fingerprint? Not necessarily. Sometimes the fingerprint sensor is faster, especially if you're approaching from the side. But where this really pays off is if you got your hands full. If you're carrying groceries or a kid, just walking up and having the door automatically open is absolutely unbeatable. It's one of those things that once you experience it, you can't imagine living without it. I've tested a couple different locks, including a vein recognition lock, and those are super convenient, except where you still have to stick your hand out. So if you have your hands full, you have to balance whatever you're carrying on something and then raise your hand up. This way, you don't really need to. You can just walk up and it recognizes you instantly. The quick key also turns out to be surprisingly useful. If you're running outside and you want to just quickly lock the door when you're on the way back in again, you just tap the button and then it locks. Or if you've got little ones that want to go outside, it's much easier for them to tap the button than it is necessarily to turn the inside thumb turn. Another thing that really sold me, which I haven't encountered yet, but will come up here pretty soon, is power. Having batteries lasting this long is going to be very, very useful. I'm constantly having to shuffle batteries for locks taking them off and charging them or replacing the batteries. Having that long-term lock with the ability to pull the battery out and still have the lock operate is a big win for me. Plus, being able to charge it in place is really an advantage. You can just stick a battery bank on there and let it charge up over a couple hours and you're good to go. Plus, that stronger motor is really nice because a lot of times doors will swell throughout the year and you may find it that it worked fine a couple weeks ago, but all of a sudden now it's really struggling to open. So having that increased strength in the motor really gives a lot more reliability. So starting with the pros, and there's quite a few of these. The first one is the facial recognition actually works. I know that sounds basic, a facial recognition lock should work, but I've seen facial recognition be kind of gimmicky on other devices. This one seems to really deliver on that promise. Unlock speeds were fast across almost every method. Whether it's the facial recognition, fingerprint, or app control, the response time is pretty snappy. And the automation flexibility is excellent. I love that they're now a Home Assistant approved device. You also have Matter compatibility and all the other built-in features that have been with most SwitchBot locks for quite a while. You can integrate this into virtually any smart home setup, which I love the flexibility. And the smart backup power system I keep mentioning, that's a fantastic implementation of different levels of redundancy. I love that you have no worries about that lock continuing to function. And we'll hit on in detail in a second, the pricing is pretty competitive when you compare it to other locks. Now, of course, there's always areas for improvement. The geofencing is still in beta, and it feels that way. It does work, but it's not as reliable as I'd like. Personally, I wouldn't rely on it because you have all the other features available, like facial recognition. But if that is something that you want, you might want to wait till it gets a little bit more polished. Of course, like any other device that uses visual reference, sunlight might become an issue. So make sure you check your installation location before purchasing. And that wider keypad might create an issue if you've got something there and you're gonna replace it. Quite a bit wider than previous SwitchBot keypads, so you will have to re-drill holes or have a larger area for it. And of course, I'd love to see the local Bluetooth integration come for Home Assistant. Sometimes people promise things and they take a while to come out, so I'm excited to see when that shows up. So let's talk numbers. The pricing depends on what bundle you choose. To start off by itself, the Lock Ultra is $139.99, which is pretty reasonable for the retrofit lock. And if you want to add on the keypad Vision, it's an extra $100, so you get the full biometric experience. If you're a new SwitchBot user and you don't have any other gear, you can get the full kit, which comes with a Matter hub, the keypad, and the lock for around $249.99. Now, of course, these are the market prices. If you're looking for a sale, check the pinned comment here. With Prime Day coming up, I'm sure there's gonna be some new sales. So when you compare this price point with setups from Aqara or Lockly, SwitchBot is very competitively priced for the feature set you're getting. Plus, it's a retrofit lock, which usually is more expensive than a built-in lock. So you're getting all the same features for a lock that's even easier to install. So my bottom line is if you're looking for a retrofit smart lock that nails facial recognition, offers multiple unlock options, integrates with nearly every major smart home platform, and can be installed in under 10 minutes, then this is one of the best options out there. I've got links down in the description, and of course, clicking on them helps the channel. Make sure you check the pinned comment for any up-to-date sales. Now I want to hear from you. Do you all trust facial recognition to unlock your front door? Or do you like to rely on traditional biometrics like fingerprints? Let me know down in the comments below. And of course, if you found this review helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more great smart home reviews right here on this smart house. Make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to be taking a look at some other SwitchBot products, including the new Hub 3, which I'm really excited about. If you want to check out my other SwitchBot videos, I've got a whole dedicated playlist right over here. Or if you want to see my other lock videos, I've got a playlist right over here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.